Hi, I'm Palak Patel, and this is Cook With Us with Well+Good. Today we're going to be making vegan tacos, and the taco meat is going to be a filling of mushrooms, cauliflower, walnuts, and lentils. The mushrooms have a lot of flavor, the lentils give it a heartiness, and then the cauliflower and walnut give it a nice crunch. So vegan tacos are going to be shortly your favorite tacos. So to make our vegan taco meat, the first thing we need are mushrooms. I prefer to use the darker baby bellas or cremini mushrooms. They have a lot more flavor than the traditional white mushrooms. And after we clean them, is just kind of give them a rough chop. Mushrooms shrink when you cook them, so you just you don't want really big pieces. So just kind of rough chop it, and this is gonna be the base that kind of brings all the other ingredients together. And I'm gonna make it to about medium and put a little bit of oil in the pan, and then garlic. If you like more garlic, use more garlic. If you like less garlic, don't use as much, but I'm a big garlic fan, so there's gonna be a lot of garlic in this. Just kind of saute. It's really important to make sure that the garlic just doesn't turn brown when it hits your pot, because you want it to gently kind of infuse all of the oil. And so let it do its thing for about 10 to 15 seconds. If it starts browning, definitely turn the heat down. Ooh, I can smell it now. So I'm gonna in with my mushrooms. Give that a stir. So the first thing that's gonna happen is the mushrooms are gonna release all their water. So it's gonna be a pool of mushroom juice. That's okay, just let it be, and then they'll start drying out and sauteing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna work on my walnuts. Just have some raw walnuts. Turn the heat down. And we're gonna do the same thing in this chopping motion and get the walnuts to be nice and small, so they mix into the filling. This is a fantastic way to use nuts in your food. They have a lot of healthy ingredients, essential oils, and I think walnut is the king of all nuts. A doctor told me that one time. And then let's talk about cauliflower. So cauliflower is in season, and it comes in 3 different colors. There's the beautiful yellow, the white cauliflower, and then there's also purple. You can use any color. They all taste the same. They're virtually the same. But if you wanted to keep the color on some dishes, it's really nice to have the option to do yellow or purple. The other alternative is to just buy store-bought cauliflower rice. They do all the chopping for you. All the water is slowly evaporating. Once it's almost evaporated, then it's time to just add your cauliflower. This isn't gonna take but maybe about 10 minutes to kind of soften and cook. And now that I know that the mushrooms have evaporated the water, I can salt it. If you start salting mushrooms when they're first in the pot, you will likely oversalt them. So it's nice to season right at the end when the mushrooms are the consistency that you want. Take 10 minutes. Next, I'm gonna add some spices to my vegan taco meat. These are 3 essential spices that I think just give the taco an incredible flavor. Starting with garlic powder, a little bit of paprika that gives it that smokiness, and then for heat, I have some dried chipotle powder. If you can't find chipotle powder, you can use chili powder. You can even use fresh chilies if you wanted to, but I think the little bit of heat goes a long way, so in with those. And just gently kind of heat them up a little bit. Spices, when they hit the pan, they just need a second to kind of wake up. And so I always like, before I put the liquid in, to let the spices just get 10 seconds in the pan by themselves. And then we're gonna add some tamari, which is basically a soy sauce. This is a gluten-free version. You can use regular soy sauce too. And this does a couple of things. It will give it the beautiful dark color like meat, and it will give it the salty umami. I've been waiting all video to say umami flavor to this dish. And then next I want to add my chopped walnuts and mix that through. I feel bad for regular meat because it can't really compare to this. I'm just going to tell you right now. Great, it smells amazing. And last but certainly not least, we're gonna put our lentils. I'm not really trying to cook the lentils anymore. I'm just going to reheat everything and then just get it all incorporated so it looks like one cohesive mixture. And that can just cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. And what you're gonna get at the end is this. So this is my final filling. It's ready to be put inside of a taco, so let's make our tacos. For my taco shells, I have blue corn tortillas, and then what I love to do, this is totally optional, you can do this in the microwave, but I just kind of like to put them directly on the heat to warm them through, and it kind of gives them the nice charred texture and flavor, makes it a bit more authentic. If you went through all the work of doing the filling, and you know what? I'm gonna help myself out here and have two going at the same time. Yeah, just gently heat them until they're nice and pliable. And this is a bad habit from my mother. She never used tongs, so I have learned to do this with my hands. I don't recommend it. Take your filling, put some in the center, close it up. There. So the filling actually takes the shape of a taco. I'm going to come back to that. The toppings, I've got a couple of things here. Some purple cabbage, cilantro, avocado, and a slice of lime. You can add whatever you like to it, and then just a little bit of a flavored mayo that can go in, and some microgreens for color. That is totally optional. It's an explosion of flavor. I had to make sure I finish my bite. So much crunch from the walnuts. There's this lingering heat from the chipotle powder at the end. And then the lentils are just nice and creamy. So you get a little crunch, you get a little cream, you get the cooling from the avocado. Honestly, mic drop on the tacos. I hope these vegan tacos become your favorite tacos. You can find the recipe in the description below, and be sure to subscribe to Well+Good.